Hi everyone. I feel like I'm forever sitting in the dark. Um, Welcome to another Vlogmas video. This one's probably going to be a little short. We'll see. It's the end of the day. About 5:30, believe it or not. If you can see the window behind me here, it's like black and super dark. It's very weird. I'm getting used to it, but it is very weird to go to work when it's dark and to come home when it's also dark. I have to remind myself to leave if I have an off desk day or something at the library where I'm in the office part working. I have to remember to leave my cubicle and go find windows and experience the light while I can. Um, yeah, so I just got home. I'm relieved to be home. It was a long day. I kept going around singing, like, this is the day that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. And sorry for getting that song stuck in your head. Yeah, I'm happy to be home. I took a nice leisurely walk home and now I am steeping some tea in one of my favorite and oldest mugs here. So I have my perfect steeper, steeping some tea. It's a Christmas tea, a holiday tea from David's Tea. It's oolong, what is it called? Zest Wishes, I think is the name of the tea. I don't know, some dorky pun, but it has cardamom and orange peel and I think apple and a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of sweetness. It's quite good. It's very much definitely a December tea, and I'm looking forward to it steeping and then drinking it once it cools a little bit because yeah, it's a tea day. It's definitely a tea day. I have things I gotta do tonight. The first of which being clean up the mess of a kitchen that's been sitting there for 2 days that I haven't had time to deal with. And also, I'm going to continue doing some laundry. Uh, and what else? Oh right, I have the last little bit of schoolwork that I have to do, which is that I have to watch some storytelling videos. So this past term, I've been doing a storytelling class where part of our assignment is that we have to tell oral stories and record them. And you may remember from Vlogtober, if you were watching that, the I did share one of the oral stories that I did, which was lots of fun. The second oral story that I did is a little longer. It's probably about 10 minutes long, and I filmed it at work with my colleagues as an audience because it was helping me remember the story and everything. And I was so tired in it. It's so funny. I watch it now, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm the bags under my eye. And I kind of have like, let's see, a little sleepy mascara down around my eyes and stuff like that. But it's, yeah, I was just exhausted and not my normal cheery, upbeat, yay kind of self. I had a long day. And so I don't think I'm going to share that video with you, but I'll probably do a retelling of um, that story and share it on my channel if you're interested, because oral stories are so much fun and I have a lot of fun doing them and I really want to do more. So I'm thinking I might do some folktale retelling on my channel in the future. So keep an eye out for that. So yeah, I have to watch some of those videos from my classmates and comment on them, which will be, I think, probably take 3 hours of my evening, I think, probably to do that. And yeah, all the while I'm going to work on some knitting. I have the sock that I'm working on finally. Let me fish it out. It's living inside of a bag within a bag. This bag here, it's a Fringe Supply Co. bag, which I picked up at the knitting store, but it's not like those coveted like project bags because I don't know, I got enough of those and they're brutally expensive. They're way too expensive for what they are, I think. Um, and plus, you can't buy them here, so I got the tote, and the tote is way more practical. I can use it for more things. So inside there, I also have in a makeshift what I'm using as a project bag. This came from a shoe purchase that belonged to my husband. But yeah, the sock. Here it is so far. I am just working on the heel flap currently. I've decided to do a heel flap and gusset for my sock, but instead of the heel flap being on the heel, it's actually going to be on the bottom of the foot, and then the heel turn will happen, and it basically the gusset will be in the exact place that I need it. The heel turn will happen where I want it. The only difference being that instead of the heel flap being on the back of the foot, like where the heel is, the heel flap is actually on the bottom of the heel. So yeah, I have lots of socks that I have toe-up socks that I've knit in that way in the past, and they fit great. And basically because the other toe-up options I've been toying around with just aren't suiting the sock, aren't suiting my hands right now, aren't suiting my feet, so I'm just going to do what I know. Yeah, this I'm really loving. I am so into how this is knitting up, how the marling is happening with the self-striping. I think it's brilliant, and I want to do more socks like this because I have a lot of self-striping sock yarn that I am surely not going to um, work my way entirely through. So this is a good way to, nose, use that up. I'm excited. So hopefully I will get the heel flap done and the turn and everything and work up the leg. I might even be able to finish the whole sock tonight because it's pretty quick. It's only 42 stitches around. So if I get one sock done, then I will do the next sock, and I'm keeping close notes of what I'm doing so I can come up with a recipe, so possibly inserting some really gentle textured patterning happening. But that being said, with a sock that is as heavy as this, which is, it's knitting up to a, you can kind of see, I need to measure the gauge actually, but it's a thick sock. It's a thick sock, so you don't want things to be too textured because then it won't fit inside your shoes. So like a cable is out of the question, but doing some kind of like gentle knit pearls, maybe some little pearls somewhere, maybe to make like little crosses or like a little specks of something, maybe some slip stitches, we'll see. That being said, if you use slip stitches, then you have to make sure there's enough ease in order to fit the sock over your foot. So I'm super enjoying this knit. I'm loving it. So hopefully I can get those done. And if I can get it done in quick enough time, I might be able to do other projects as well. Oh, my tea. I think my tea is finally... I use little tiny jam jars for everything. So for my tea here, I usually use it to set my tea strainer in because it's like pretty much the right size. Oh yes. Pick it up with your other hand, Susan. Don't use your crazy broken hand. Oh my God, it's so good. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to drink that. So yeah, I'm going to work on the sock. I'm going to cobble something together for supper somehow after I clean the kitchen. And then I am going to finish. I only have a few pages left of my book, which I'm going to share in another Vlogmas video. I'll share an actual review of the book that I'm reading. which is, you can see here, Uprooted by Naomi Novik. And holy crow, people, it's so good. So I can't wait to actually put together a little video talking about this book, and I'll expect that in a couple of days, probably on the weekend, because I'm almost done and I don't want it to be over because it was really good. So more on that to come. Yeah, I hope everybody else is having a good week. Are you having a good week? I hope you are. I hope that wherever you are, you're finding time to take a breath and relax and take care of yourself so that you can take care of other people. I hope that's something, maybe that's what these Vlogmas videos are for you, a way of just taking a moment to breathe and listen to somebody else chat at your face. Yeah, okay, enough babbly. I'm going to go do all of the things that I want to do and probably document little bits of it. It's going to be a little quiet evening at home, so I hope you don't mind. Yeah, we'll talk to you soon. Bye. And because I always talk to you in the dark, really dark. This behind me right here is called the Chinook Arch. Um, it's an art piece that's interactive, so if you were to put your phone next to a little camera that's there with an image up, it will actually change the LED colors in the sculpture, which is pretty neat. Yeah, I'm standing in the middle of a field and I just got some groceries and I'm headed home to make dinner. I'm going to make something delicious. I'm going to do a recipe with peanut butter and garlic and tofu and all sorts of delicious things, so I'm excited for that. Um, and I'm going to do some reading as well, which is going to be exciting because this kind of feels like the first day since finishing school that I feel like I can relax. And yeah, I have to remember to go to bed early though, because I keep waking up too late, and I like giving myself about 2 hours before I have to go anywhere, and I keep waking up with only 40 minutes to get ready and leave the house and all that stuff, which is like not enough time at all. Anyway, it's been a good day today, and yes, tomorrow is a full day, and then I have the weekend off, which I'm really thrilled about. But now, before my hand is starting to freeze off, I am going to keep walking home and with my groceries while eating chips along the way because I am starving, and maybe convince a certain someone to go get me beer. Maybe. We'll see if that works. I'm almost done this sock. Look at it. It's looking so good so far. Although I will say that every time I knit a sock, the length of it just seems hilarious because, yeah, that is the length of my foot, give or take. I think it might be like half an inch too long, actually. But it just looks so ridiculous. Like a rabbit foot. But I am liking how the marl is happening up here with the self-striping. So here's the self-striping yarn held together now with just a slightly different shade of pink. So the leg is going to be a little bit darker. I'm going to knit up the leg just probably another inch more, and then I'm going to start the ribbing for the cuff. Or I might do a folded cuff. I still haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. But it's getting close to my bedtime, so I'm going to go to bed soon. But, oh no. The needles keep coming undone. I'm using Chiaogu lace interchangeables, and they just won't stay. This one needle tip just won't stay screwed on, which is super annoying. But that's okay. Yeah, I've had a quiet evening just watching Netflix, binging some TV shows. I just watched the most recent Riverdale, which, can I say for a minute that Archie is the worst character ever. Like, if you're watching Riverdale and you've watched the most recent one, who else would have also hit him over the head with a frying pan? Because I totally would have. He's like the dumbest. I'm Team Jughead all the way. uh, yeah, so tomorrow's a long day. So I have to go to bed somewhat reasonably so I don't wake up late again like I have been all week. But my neighbors, I do want to say my neighbor has people over again about once a month, I think. He has like 30 people over at in his unit, and I saw him once downstairs in the lobby waiting to let people in. And there was somebody who was carrying, I came in with my groceries once, and there was somebody carrying a folding chair, and I knew immediately that she was coming for whatever it is that he hosts in his condo. And I asked her, like in the elevator, I was just like, okay, I have to know, what are you guys doing over there? Because I hear you all the time. Not that it's disruptive or anything. Like, I don't think you can hear them at all right now. But like, I can hear them talking just through the hallway door, like over there. But so I'm in the elevator, and there's somebody else in the elevator too, and she's just like holding this folding chair, and she was like, when I had asked, I gotta know, I've been wondering, and she was like, oh, well, we just sit around and we have good conversation, and she's just like, she's being really vague about it. She's like, yeah, we have good conversation. You should really ask him about it, like my neighbor. And I'm like, oh yeah, and I'm like, no, really, what are you guys meeting about? What are you guys doing? And she's like, oh, you should come over and find out. And then she said it was like some kind of entrepreneur thing, which signaled to me. I suddenly started envisioning Tom Cruise in the movie Magnolia, and like the kind of extreme motivational speaker. And then I also started thinking about all of the multi-level marketing schemes that people get roped up in. So I'm just like, oh crap, I bet you that's exactly what that is. So, or it also means it's a cult. Yeah. And for all of those fellow murderinos out there, yeah, call your dad, you're in a cult. Yeah. So that's been my day. Um, I'm really excited about the sock. I'm thrilled about it. The fit is really good. The heel, I should say. I should show you. The heel, get this out of the way, is basically a heel flap and gusset, like I had said in a previous video, but instead of the heel flap being on the heel, it's on the bottom of the foot, and the heel turn happens in the same spot, and the gussets happen in the same spot. But I find that this fits really, really well on my foot, and gives me, and I don't mind the look of it either. Like, it's fine. So, but it's essentially just a heel flap and gusset. So if you're the type of person that likes to do toe-up socks, but you don't really like doing a short row heel or an afterthought heel, just try doing a regular heel flap and gusset. Just don't do the slip stitches on the heel flap, and yeah, give it a go. It works really well. I have other socks that are also knit in that way too. I just can't get over how long this is. It's just like a wet noodle. Oh my gosh. yeah, tomorrow I have a library program tomorrow morning. It's a PD day, so that means there's going to be tons and tons of children in the library that day. And yeah, and I also have an outreach in the afternoon, so which I'm really looking forward to. I'm doing a Reading with Royalty outreach with Calgary Pride and in partnership with Calgary Library. So we're going to a school tomorrow to do that, so I'm looking forward to that. And looking forward to just stepping out of the library for a little bit, especially considering how busy it's going to be tomorrow. I know it's going to be so busy, and it'll be good to just be not there and let other people deal with things, because I don't know, I'm always the type of person that I don't say no very easily. I always think I can do everything myself, so the only way I don't try to do everything is if I'm just physically not there. So yeah, and then in the evening we're going to a art show opening, and then Saturday will just be a blissful day of just a weekend. I get to have a full weekend. It's amazing. And I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. I'm going to knit the other sock to this. I'm going to do weaving. I'm going to maybe sew. I don't know. I'm going to try to do all the things. And with that, I will leave you. And I will check in with you later, alligators. Oh my gosh. I hear them. I hear them. So I totally tried to spy on them, but they had already left before I could. Sorry, folks. Maybe next time.